So you're thinking of moving to Colorado Springs and you want to see how much house you can get for your money here in the Springs. Well, we are going to take you and show you what you get when you buy 300,000, 400,000, and all the way up to 800,000. So stay tuned and we're going to take you on a little road trip.
Here from Colorado Springs, your Colorado's finest realty here in Colorado Springs. And we're pushing out a ton of new content this year all about our Colorado Springs city. So make sure you hit that subscribe button or that bell as we go over a ton of new information on our city. Reach out anytime, day, night, weekend, it doesn't matter. We love making Colorado Springs your home. So send us a text, you get us. And so reach out and we'll let you know all about the Colorado Springs area and answer any questions that you have on making Colorado Springs your home. Hey guys, so you're wondering how much it costs to buy a home here and what can the different price points get you?
So we're just going to be real organized with this one maybe.
We'll try.
And we're going to try to break it down per price point. So we have prices, homes at 300, 450, 550, 600, and 800. And we're going to take you there, show you what the houses look like, but we want to break it down real quick.
Right.
First.
So we always talk about, we have, tons of clients who are looking in the 5, 6, 700,000s, but we also have a ton of clients who are looking in that lower price range of, if they're in the 200s, there's just not a whole lot, maybe a townhome, not a huge place that we could maybe get you into if you have a great loan. But really you're looking at, I would say, a starting price of around $290,000 to $320,000 for a townhome. Yeah. Here in the Colorado Springs area. And if you want a single family home, you're looking at probably $380,000 plus. Mm-hmm. We have a couple clients who are trying to squeeze in at the $340,000. We got under contract once and that didn't work out very well. Mm-hmm. The inspection they didn't love. So now we're trying to bump them up and they wanted to look at the $400,000. So it gets a little bit dicey down there a little bit. It's doable. If anyone can get it done, we can.
We had a client reach out this morning and they found it looked like a very nice maintained home down in the Fountain area at 355. Yeah. So a lot of times too, it has to do with area. So definitely just let us know. Like if you see something in that 300 price point, you may just, look up reports around the area. What are their schools like? What's the crime like? Do a little bit of research. Fountain's a great area that has great schools. That's a little bit that mid 300 price point, super close to Fort Carson. But I would say in general 300s. Probably a townhome, but we have some great townhome communities if you're fine with that. So.
And if you have money to put down, like if you have that 10% and we have a little bit of a budget to work with as far as some cash flow in there, it's much easier for us to get you into the home in the 350s.
Yep. So next price point was four
to 500s.
450 to 500, yeah.
So, and we're going to take you around and show you that. You're probably going to get a home. You can, then look at, bigger, older home in the central Colorado Springs. You could look at maybe a smaller home in Briargate at that area or that price point.
My neighborhood, like Old Farm, Village 7, Norwood, that 450 to 550 is totally doable in those areas. Where else?
There's little pockets here, like I think in one of our videos we showed you Fairfax. Mm-hmm. Definitely around the 400s in Fairfax.
Sometimes Rock Rimmon, 450 to 550. Usually they need a little bit of love if they're at that price point on the west side.
Yeah. And so then when you get to the 500-600s, and that's when you are in probably your 38 to 4,500 square foot homes. Mm-hmm. You're looking at the Wolf Ranch, the Corderas, a bigger lot
base
in Rock Rimmon. Yeah, base pricing for those areas. You're out to new builds in Peyton, so that opens up to those options as well.
Yeah, I would say that's probably a very comfortable price point. Maybe we're writing 3, 4 offers instead of 8, 9 right now, but I mean that's all pending on what market we're in.
Right.
So that's a very healthy budget for here in Colorado Springs finding a home.
Yeah.
So then the last price point,
So if you just
600. And we have a whole video on 600s and kind of what that price point gets you. It's very different, like Lori said, anything from a cookie cutter brand new house to an older established neighborhood with great bones type house and maybe some renovations. But watch our video on that one and we'll break down 600s for you.
Yeah.
And then our last price point we wanted to cover is like 800,000 and above. So we have like 3 or 4 clients right now, and we are still, even at this price point, you have to go over asking in our current market, but you definitely have, like, we're competing against a couple different offers instead of 20.
Yeah, so it helps if like we know the agent and can reach out and that type of thing. But you're talking about your homes in the Broadmoor Bluffs area. You're talking about more homes in that Woodmore area that are bigger, that are up, that, you know, Kings Deer would be a good example.
Sanctuary Point.
Those are bigger homes. You're looking at maybe 5,000 square feet for some of those. Maybe
a little bit of land,
a little bit
privacy.
updated. Or you can get a new build at that price point and have the bells and whistles, you know, in some of those places as well.
Now, if you're looking for something and you think 800,000 is going to get you this gorgeous home with land, that's not totally true. You're probably looking at 1.1 million and above if you want that nice home on acreage. Most of what we're seeing out towards kind of Black Forest, Hodgen Road, all of that, you're in the millions. And the houses, when you get to that price point, are very custom. So sometimes they're like super funky, like pillars and all sorts of different things. Maybe that's your style, kind of that Tuscan feel. And some of them are more that mountain modern look. So, you know, more options out there. Yeah, all sorts of different, because everything's custom at that price point.
So we're going to go show you around and kind of give you a look and a feel for maybe whatever your budget is, what you could afford here in Colorado Springs here in 2021. Hey everyone, so we are here at Dublin Terrace today. So Dublin Terrace is a townhome here in central Colorado Springs. And so as you can see behind me here, the homes are 2 stories and they have 2-car garages, 3 beds, 2 baths here. These homes go for around $330,000 and up. So if you're looking for a townhome here in Colorado Springs, you're probably looking around the $300,000 price point, up to like, well, up to, you know, 400 or 500s. But typically you're looking at spending around $350,000 for a townhome, a nice one here in Colorado Springs. HOA dues here are around $155,000, and that gets you the maintenance. So if you're looking for maintenance-free living here in Colorado Springs, a townhome may be a good option for you.
Okay guys, so we are here at a classic $300,000 to $400,000 home here in Colorado Springs. So what you see behind me is something that you find in quite a few different subdivisions here. Usually they were built anywhere from the 90s until early 2000s. Some of them have been redone, but this is kind of what the street views look like. Neighborhoods I'm thinking of are Wagon Trails, Fairfax, Norwood. There's quite a few different subdivisions with homes like this that are in decent areas here in Colorado Springs and that are at that price point, you know, starting around maybe $380,000 and going up to low 400s. Okay guys, so we are over here in Emerald Ridge subdivision in the Pine Creek area. Now Pine Creek is more of a well-established neighborhood. You do have dues in this particular area. It's $87 a month. These homes were built in the late 90s, early 2000s. One of them is right behind us. It's listed at $665,000, but a lot of times you're going to get, you know, the bigger lots, nice neighborhoods, established shrubbery and trees, but maybe you're going to have to do some updating on the inside of the home. And so just be prepared for that. You're buying for a great location. These homes are usually have great architecture, just need a facelift. Okay guys, so we are over here in the Verona section of Flying Horse. So Flying Horse, a lot of people love this area because of the lifestyle that it provides. You have country clubs, golf courses, pools, everything. Behind me is a home that's, I would say entry-level homes here are around $600,000. You are going to pay a little bit more for your HOA. They are on a mill levy tax, and so taxes are a little bit higher up here. This is the neighborhood that feeds into the Discovery Canyon campus K through 12 school, and so location wise here in Colorado Springs, you're near the north entrance to the Air Force Academy. So I would say Flying Horse is definitely one of the sought after areas for the lifestyle that it provides, and entry level homes, again, 600 all the way up to $1 million homes.
Hey guys, so we're here in Flying Horse now. So we're talking about what you can afford here in Colorado Springs. So the home behind me is around $880,000 here in Flying Horse. The Flying Horse, the homes do range anywhere from probably your mid 600s all the way up to $1 million plus. And so as you can see, it's on a cul-de-sac here. You kind of have that angled lot, and the views from behind us of Pikes Peak are magnificent. So here in Flying Horse, we're in the Verona subdivision, and so a lot to offer here in the Northgate area. So if you have an $800,000 plus budget, Flying Horse in this area can get you a pretty decent sized home here, as well as a decent sized lot.